Hello, welcome to Excellence Biomedical Engineering. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, please don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe and click on the bell icon. We will be making more video contents on biomedical engineering, such as videos on medical engineering devices and medical engineering education. So stay tuned with Excellence Biomedical Engineering. On today's video, we will be talking about ventricular assist devices, which are also named as VADs. Ventricular assist devices is a mechanical pump that used to support heart function and blood flow in people who have weakened hearts. The device takes blood from a lower chamber of the heart and helps pump it to the body and to the vital organs, just as a healthy heart does. A ventricular assist devices may be used if one or both of the heart's lower chambers, the ventricles, don't work properly. Now, what are the needs for ventricular assist devices? Ventricular assist devices can help the heart during or after surgery until the heart recovers. It is also needed while one is waiting for a heart transplant. If one is not eligible for a heart transplant, ventricular assist devices can be used as a long-term solution to help your heart work better. Now let me show you the illustration of how ventricular assist devices works. I'm going to use the illustration of a total artificial heart to show you how it works. As you can see from this slide here, we have these are the 4 chambers of the heart. We know that the heart has 4 chambers, which are 2 lower chambers and 2 upper chambers, which the lower chambers are called the ventricles. This is the right ventricle and this is the left ventricle. And this is the right atrium and this is the left atrium. So these ventricular assist devices are used in this section of the heart, which is the lower section, which is the ventricle. And if it is used in this left portion, it is said to be called left ventricular assist device. So also, if it is used in this right portion, that device is said to be called right ventricular assist devices. So this is an illustration in order that you may know more about it. So now let's move on to types of ventricular assist devices, but we have already illustrated from this diagram. Now there are 2 types. Let's come to types of ventricular assist devices. Based on function, there are 2 basic types of ventricular assist devices. Although if both are used at the same time, they are also referred to as biventricular assist devices. So they are left ventricular assist devices and right ventricular assist devices. So the left ventricular assist devices is used to pump blood from the ventricle from the left ventricle to the aorta, and the aorta is the main artery that carries oxygen-rich blood from your heart to your body. So the next part now is the right ventricular assist device. So the right ventricular assist device usually are used only for short-time support to the right ventricle after left ventricular assist device surgery or other heart surgery. So right ventricular assist device helps the right ventricle to pump blood to the pulmonary artery. This is the artery that carries blood to the lungs to pick up oxygen. So based on design, we have 2 types of ventricular assist devices. We have transcutaneous ventricular assist device and we have implantable ventricular assist device. So a transcutaneous ventricular assist device has its pump and power source located outside of the body. Tubes connect to the pump to the heart through small holes in the abdomen. This type of ventricular assist device may be used for short-term support during or after surgery. Now let me show you the diagram of it. So this is the transcutaneous ventricular assist device, where you can see as the main power, both the power source and the pumps are located outside. Only some catheter are being placed inside the heart of the patient to connect to the device outside, so it functions outside. This is the portable transcutaneous ventricular assist device. Now the next one, which is implantable. The implantable ventricular assist device, they are the ones that are implanted inside the body and its power source is located outside of the body. So right ventricular assist devices and left ventricular assist devices can also be transcutaneous and they can also be implantable. So when they are being inserted inside the patient, they are referred to as implantable, and when they are kept outside the patient, they are referred to as transcutaneous. So thank you for watching this video. Watch our next video where we will be talking about the complications of ventricular assist devices. Thank you. Please, if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.